Open wide, here I come!
Hello everyone. We have ioshk to thank for that, For me, obviously. Not like that. Oh god. Before you ask, I fear chat may be too far gone. However, friend, she still has leaves, she still has green bits that can be rescued. Yeah, I will need an entire graveyard of 3D printed plants. You can call me plant killer. You won't be wrong. We're not piss maxing this time, but just, a reasonable amount of piss. We have a box. Inside the box, we have a box here. I have a knife. This is maybe my favorite knife. It's got a nice little one-handed closing and open. It would be hilarious if I chopped my finger off there, wouldn't it? We're opening the box. Inside the box, there is a piece of paper that says, "Thank you for your order." Inside that box, another box. Inside the wrapping of brown paper, there is a gift from the gods. Well, it's not a glass box, but to be fair, they are all square. We return to the big box. Inside the big box, we have a thing, but this might give it away. It's another box. ASMR unboxing. Rap, tap, tap. Hey. It's Harrow in a box. It's Harrow in a box, yeah. Join the Discord for such treats as me in fishnets when I was probably too young to be photographed in fishnets. As some of you may know, today is the day that the old piece, Warframe, the old piece, releases. And I played effectively the human form of this character, who has not been seen before, called Father Lion Allard. It's weird that I would voice a character that was a bit masochistic and into whips and chains. It's strange that would happen twice. Who knows, it's probably not the last time. I think I have a type. I can be a sadist or a masochist. Switcherkist. A switcherkist. There we go. Before I open this, I should say, in the Discord server, some of us have been playing Warframe. Hedia and Kiddo, Dated Memes, and a few other people have been sherpering me through to try and get me as close as possible to old piece content. We did start farming for Harrow stuff, and then I got a bit busy. Yesterday, I opened up my Warframe game, and I was delighted to have a little message from our Warframers in the Discord to tell me that they had bought me Harrow, which was incredibly touching. You guys are ridiculous. Love you all. I think also I have to particularly thank Azariel because apparently they were a big contributor. But everyone, thank you for helping me and get into this very fun game. Next week, probably sometime, I will do a bit of a mega stream, trying as hard as I can to romance myself. It's like Christmas, isn't it? Isn't this exciting? Right, let's get his base out. Ooh, it's a substantial base. And I don't want to shit on the Joy Toys, but he falls over about every 5 minutes. But look at the size of this, and the nonsense. And then this, I can barely, you could kill a man with this. Stop putting the bases in your mouth. The thing is, ioshk, I feel like, have you had your coffee? Because you didn't say stop putting the bottoms in your mouth. ioshk, please. Use your imagination. Sorry, I've tripped myself up there. Need the Windows error sound. Here he is. The man, the myth, the legend. Signor Harrow. Ooh. Oh my god, he's got stuffing up his skirt. Let's read the instructions for once in my life. Gently insert Harrow into the bottom by lining up the peg with the hole. Insert the tab at the end. Put the thuribles chain in the slot. Gentle pressure may be required to fully insert. Gently pull the scourge apart to separate into 2 parts. Ooh! Insert the top part through Harrow's hand. Yoink. Assemble the scourge by inserting the small peg into the top part and the hole in the bottom. I could have done that without the instructions, but in fact, for once in my life, reading paid off. Well, they're just going to gently touch tips. They're just crossing streams. Touching tips was a little bit too delicate. My spiciest opinion, for those of you who weren't there last week, is that I don't believe in Italian food. French food, however. Have I tried lasagna? Yes, I have tried lasagna. Tell me, Nika, what is lasagna? Pasta in layers with other stuff. What's in the middle? How many layers? How many bits of stuff in between the pasta? There's a wild variation in those lasagnas. Lasagne. There we go, I said something in Italian. Exactly. Tomatoes aren't Italian! But they are, but, you know, making Italians cry since 1992. I just wish I could wring the neck of the person. I said ring and something rang. Look at this. It's absolutely remarkable. Are you telling me you're building your entire house out of cob? If you haven't seen that one episode of Grand Designs from a couple of seasons ago where a man is building a house out of cob, you heard me right. It's worth it just to lose your mind at the number of times that someone says cob. Playing with myself again, yes. A little collection of buddies. And Copernicus, he's there too. Right, gaming stream cancelled. We're just going to chat. For once in my life, I'll update the stream info. Will still refuses to read, just chatting. Sane doesn't read. Sane's got a very round bottom. The whole Italy thing is made even funnier by the fact that I use a .it domain name, which means a lot of the spam I get is like Italian CBD companies. I have an email titled Salute della colonne vertebrale e delle articolazioni. Perché? Italian already came after you. Yes, they're sending their best spammers. They've got nothing on the Russians. The Russians sent me ioshk. It's quite hard to get your mouth around Italian. No. I wonder if I have a mild case of Tourette's. It's unpuckering the tentacles. The Stop tentacles. That was some ASMR for you though. Tentacle ASMR. And it's not even ioshk's birthday. I just realised you've got a very good view at my hand there, which you probably never have done before. My hand is interesting. Obviously, because it's a part of me. I have what is called a verrucal line, which is this funny thing here that goes all the way up, that looks like it's some sort of warts, but it's not. It's a birthmark. I could tell people I was struck by lightning, but that would be a lie. And lying is naughty. I just know, when I said naughty like that, that's getting clipped, and that's going to be used against me at some point in future. By someone. I see you, ioshk. I see you. If someone is taking a translated text and telling you that it is to be taken literally, and that translation has had no effect on its meaning, ask them to explain to a non-native English speaker the difference between a hand job and manual labour. That's my thoughts on literalism in the Bible. Anyway, so the kinds of people who live in a certain place start following you on Instagram. And obviously the other thing that I'm being followed for on Instagram at the moment is people who've seen my Lycon or Marajai shit posts. So 1 minute I get followed by someone called YowiCat9000, and the other minute I'm getting followed by wifey, lover of Jesus, home mama, Crunchy, and the contrast is just very amusing to me. I'm sorry we didn't have time for doing any gaming today, but we've dug up old holes, we've closed other holes, we've pegged Harrow into his base. Oh, fuck, I should have said bottom. Anyway.